Ever have one of those weekends, where you just realize, oh man, everything is kind of piled up in here.
Yeah.
Like dishes are out of control, laundry's got its own zip code.
Mm.
It gets me thinking that kind of cleanup, maybe that's something we need, like spiritually too.
It's true. It's easy to let things slide.
And this new track from Kurt Holes, Clean That Filthy Church Up, it really gets at that feeling, I think. At least for me, it does.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
It's catchy, upbeat, but when you dig into the lyrics, there's a lot more going on. What's your take?
Well, I think it's really clever the way he uses something as every day as cleaning to talk about, like you were saying, that spiritual side of things.
Right. It's not exactly subtle, the imagery, right? Dust on the pews, he sings, grime on the glass, broken down windows, total mess. I mean, he's painting quite the picture.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's intentional, that vividness, because he's creating this really stark contrast. You have the church, this place that's supposed to be about light, about purity,
Right.
and yet it's totally run down, neglected.
Right.
And that juxtaposition, that's where the deeper message starts to come through. It's like, this isn't just about tidying up. It's about recognizing the state of things, maybe even within ourselves.
Totally. And he even talks about the work involved, right? It's not some magical, spotless kind of deal. There's sweat and elbow grease, he says, even holy soap.
Yeah, I love that. It's
Yeah.
funny, but also it kind of highlights that effort, that this kind of transformation, spiritual or otherwise, it takes work.
It's not passive.
Not at all. And in a way, it reminds me of those ancient rituals like baptism or ablutions, these cleansing practices that are all about taking action, making a conscious decision to purify.
And then that chorus hits. And I swear, it's like a splash of that holy soap right in the face. Clean that filthy church up. You can't miss the call to action there.
No, definitely not. He wants us to do something. But it's not as simple as grabbing a mop, is it?
Nope. He's talking to us, to me, to everyone listening. It's like he's saying, what about your own life? What needs cleaning up?
It's personal.
And it's active. He wants us to let the light inside and show we care. So it's not enough to just think good thoughts. We've got to act on them.
Make you real.
Exactly. And there's a really cool shift that happens, I think, as the song goes on. Like the first couple of verses, it's all about the dirt and the mess. But then it's like the light starts to break through.
How so? Give me an example.
Well, like that line, stained glass murky, but we'll make it glow. Suddenly there's hope there. He's saying, we can take this thing, even if it's been neglected for ages, and we can bring it back to life.
It's about potential.
Yes. And I love that line, old rusty hinges need some oil and touch. It's so simple, but it just strikes me as really profound. What do you think?
I think it's brilliant. Because those hinges, right, they could represent anything. It could be a relationship, a creative pursuit, even a part of our faith that we've just, I don't know, let get stiff from lack of use.
You've all been there.
Right. But the point is, he's reminding us we're not powerless here. We can choose to oil those hinges, to get things moving smoothly again.
We have agency. And he hammers that home. Those last few lines are so powerful. We got our hands, our faith, our will. Every corner sparkles when we all fulfill. It's not just on each of us individually. It's about how we impact the whole picture.
That's such a crucial point. It's collective. He's saying, look, your actions, my actions, they have ripple effects. If we each focus on cleaning up our own corner, well, the whole space is going to be brighter for it.
So I guess the question is, what needs a little holy soap in your life right now? What you can do about it?
Time to get scrubbing, everyone.